didn't expect that. Hi, Rico. Hi, Rico. Oh, good Lord. I know. Wonder why I can't change the orientation. Alrighty then. This is wiggly waggly. That is a little too close. It's a little better. See some of the cards there. How do I get rid of that? Good thing nobody's watching. Oh, okay. Hello, hello. Nobody's there. All right. Let's set up for a minute. Hey, if anybody happens to catch me going live, hi. Good time to practice. Let's meditate a little bit so I can calm down. Go live with you guys. Hey, hey. Hi, come on in. Feel my energy. All right, we'll get set up here. I hope I can clip this. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Elizabeth, True to It Communications. What am I saying? Communication. Start here. Hi, everyone. I'm Elizabeth, True to It Connections. True to it. What is that? Everyone says it wrong. True to it. True it is an ancestral family name. True it is one of my spirit guides. Okay. I hope that some of you will come in, feel my energy, and connect. I'm going to do an interesting read for you today. I hope you find this whenever, wherever you are, it's meant for you. But do take only what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. This is general. I just am going to give you a collective read. Okay, so with that, we're going to start with what are they thinking. This is an oracle deck I created around the topics of relationships, some of the very hard ones that we never really want to talk about. That being said, communication is key. So I think what I'll do is a quick round for each zodiac sign for all of you that catch this replay. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Aries and just make my way around. And they flew out, so I want you to keep in mind, I want to grow old with you, together forever. I'm really getting the sense that this is for an older person who's probably been widowed or lost a significant partner. And they're looking for someone to really complete that scenario with. For others of you, it's a sign of a commitment that you've been asking about. And oddly enough, there's going to be a discussion about pets. This one or the other wants the pets and one doesn't. As silly as that sounds, that's the energy about what are they thinking right now. Let's go on. I do feel like this is for someone a little bit older. However, if you are young and just moving in together, these are questions you have to ask. How are we going to pay the bills? Are we going to have pets? How are we going to take care of the pets? Should we have pets before we have children? All that kind of stuff. I'm going to leave this over here so we don't forget about it. Now, let's do a spread with Light Seers Tarot about this event, this communication you're going to have about, hey, I want a commitment. Let's grow old together. I can deal with your pets. I have cat allergies, but I'll take medicine. That kind of stuff. Okay? And that is for Aries. And I'm going to do just a short spread, and then we'll go on to Taurus. So for Pentacles, you're going to have to talk about finances as you move in together. And are you going to bring them together or keep them separate? This person is very frugal that you're asking me about. Once you do that, it looks very happy. And I do again feel like this is about a couple later in life coming together, bringing all these different family members together and pets. Look at that. And for those of you who've really wanted this commitment, you've wanted to make these compromises, you've wanted your ships to come in, they're coming in. Okay, Aries. And then let's go ahead and clarify a little bit more about how you're going to have these conversations and when and move forward right out of the bat. Lover's card. The energy is here. This is Gemini, but it is the energy too of just really making it happen now. It's not a timing card for me. It's a yes about the commitment. Temperance. Now. Now's the time. This is the timing card. And this is Sag energy. Divinely guided messages for you. Do you see the angel back there? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And 14 is a 5, which does indicate changes. In this case, good changes. And the person you're dealing with, maybe a little bit cheap, a little bit cold, but I want to, again, tell you, Aries, this person is smart. This person is a bit of a loner, a little bit walled off. So you're going to have to warm up and understand the commitment that's being offered and know they're really wise and they have a laser sharp intuition. I think that's really going to attract you, Aries, to this situation, which is major. It's a big change. Somebody coming into your life that's really going to make an honest commitment to you. Okay, Aries, very cool message. Very cool message. Now we'll move on. Hey, for anyone who does catch this, I'm Elizabeth, True to It Connections. What is true to it? I'm true to it. Everything. Connections are everything. And Truitt is an ancestral family name. Now, Taurus, you're probably thinking, or wondering, or asking, what are they thinking? So let's see. And I will pull cards for you as well. What is the feeling for Taurus? Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. And as you watch these, please consider your sun, moon, rising. They're also very important. Always remember we're a mix of all 12 signs. So continue watching. For the replay, I'll have timestamps for you guys. So Taurus, someone is lying. Whatever you're asking me about, could be you, could be them. But these are the hard truths we have to deal with. I'm happy with my new life. So somebody is lying about the changes they made and how happy they really are. Okay, so Taurus, is it you? Is it them? Let me know when you see this. I'm going to pull some cards to see what I get. And I forgot to put these back. That's okay. We'll save these. So somebody's lying about their happiness, huh? So in this case, I'm going to use Past Life Oracle deck by Lindsay Knight. And we're going to pull a few of these. If you were here with me right now, it flew out, so we'll take a look. I would have you tell me a number from 1 to 67, and we would pick the card that you pick. So when you do come into my lives, understand it's very interactive. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to happen. Taurus, somebody's lying about their happiness. What is this all about? What is this all about? For some of you watching right off the bat, if you've been in a bad car accident or you were, this is going to relate to you. Also, this is for those of you who are very intuitive, and obviously you wouldn't be here if you weren't. You're also tormented by the lies you've been told, Taurus. You are keeping all of your emotions inside, and you're keeping this scream inside. And I want to show you what I wrote down just earlier as I was listening to the medium Tyler Henry. He said that I want you to understand this. This is for Taurus. You become a more well-rounded individual through understanding your emotions, and when you allow yourself to feel, you start to process the anger, the loss, the grief, the betrayal over this lie that I'm talking to you about. Or if you're faking happiness, you can't keep that in forever. And understand it's an ongoing process, and you have to feel the emotions, work through the grief, because then you learn how to carry the weight of your emotions in a better balanced way. I do feel that for many of you, there could have been a significant car accident, but this is also about the trauma you've been through that you need to release in order to stop faking this happiness and to work through the trauma. Different people have different levels of pain and different ways of managing and carrying that pain. And that's true physically and emotionally. So I need you to take a look at that. And 54 is 9. In this, I want you to think of that also as a way to put a closure. I don't even like the word closure though, because it's an ongoing process of healing and grief. It's just an ongoing, lifelong process. But you're coming to the point where you understand you need to let this go. Everyone needs to quit lying about the situation and faking happiness. I did that. I called myself Mary fucking Sunshine for way too long. And the intuitive person in you knows you know. And I'd like to share with you, Taurus, a couple notes from Lindsay Knight about this, because I'm looking for my glasses. She's just amazing. I highly recommend her decks. So first of all, about the car accident and this trauma that we're tapping into collectively, but some of you may really resonate. Some of you may have a fear of travel, a fear of a deep guilt that you were somehow responsible for what has happened. There's a lot of anxiety and fear in this reading. And I'm telling you, if you keep hiding your emotions and suppressing them, you're going to have a hard time healing. And let me tell you what that is called. That is called the scream. It's a primal scream. It's unexpressed emotion, as I said. Power issues, loss of power, loss of control, rage, regret, shame. You may feel like life is against you, feelings of betrayal and disappointment because you've been lied to. You have been lied to, and it's causing you to suppress these emotions. Let's get to this. This is going to help. Taurus, the occultist, the energy of the occultist, the spiritual shaman in you, your higher self, your own intuition. And know that you're not alone. Our ancestors are in the very tiniest quantum molecule, mini, whatever scientists call them now, aspects of our life. And they go with us. They don't stay in our body. They go with us, with our soul. I need you to understand you're not alone. And it's okay to seek out grief therapy, community. Go find people in a similar situation that you can express to, who are not judgmental, who's a helpful third party. And with this, understand it does see you as a loner, but a visionary, a nonconformist, and intuitive. What is intuition? It's inner knowledge. It's knowing how to love yourself and heal from the betrayal. It's insightful, wise, and deeply connected to the spiritual sense. All right, Taurus. Thank you for listening, watching, sharing that experience with us. It was very helpful, very connected to what I was listening to earlier today. All right, so now we're moving into Gemini. Thank you guys for being here. I'm Elizabeth. This is True to It Connections. True to it. Just about everything. I'm full of truth. I'm full of soul. And Truitt is an ancestral family name. Truitt is one of my spirit guides. So that's why There's the name. All right, Gemini. Let's think about your situation. Connect with me. Thank you again for being here. What is going on about the situation, the people, whatever you may be asking me. This could be about you, could be about them. This flew out. Let's get one more for you. And then we'll do some clarification based on what I see here. Actually, Gemini, you get 3, and it is a big moon and full moon in Gemini, so why not? All right. I feel used, hurt, and sad. You or them. Let me know. We can work through this. But stay with me. This can work. Okay. I feel a lot of push and pull. Gemini, which makes sense not only with the moon. That full moon is really about letting go of situations like this, unless they're truly achievable, fixable in a healthy way. This is something you should communicate about. I'm all about communication is key. However, if the situation, the person, the place, the move, the job, the old boyfriend, if it's just toxic and you know in your gut, let it go. That is part of the full moon also. And just let them. And understand the gap you can't control. There's you, there's the situation, in the middle is the gap. Everybody has free will, no matter what I say here, whatever makes sense. That is true. You cannot control the gap. So work on yourself. Work through the grief. As I just mentioned, we should look at grief as a comma, not something we ever put a period in. We learn how to carry the weight, and I recommend that. Now, someone may say, stay with me, this can work. What is that about? Soulmates. All right. Is this true for you? If this is true, despite how hurt you feel, understand have I put too many expectations on someone? Am I able to ever get over this and stay, even if we are soulmates? That can be a difficult path. But this is a good indication that there's room to talk. So let's move into, again, I'll put these here in case we need to refer to them. All right, so we need to talk. We could work this out. Soulmate energy. All right, we're going to use, Gemini for you, Spirit Song Tarot. And I think you'll love it. We'll pull a few cards to clarify this communication. 10 of Feathers. Okay, recovery and transformation. 10 of Swords. This is a definite ending. Feathers of Swords. Snakes are sometimes scary, but I want you to see them as a beautiful representation of nature and how we flow through endings and beginnings. Another thing I heard today, Gemini, is if we had nothing but death, we would never have life. If we have only life, we would never have death. Therefore, you never have life. It is so cyclical, and relationships can be this way. And as you see, there's hurt, there has been an ending, but tens become ones, and this is about recovery and transformation. And what comes in is the Ace of Swords as well. In your mind, you know this can work. But I do want you to trust your intuition, your intuition, inner knowledge. Because this is also a representation of truth. So please understand your real truth about the healing, recovery, and transformation. Do you do it together as soulmates in a healthy way, or do you strike out in a new beginning? And it's also, I want to tell you, not getting caught up in your thoughts too much. That is not your intuition. Your intuition's quiet down here, screaming up here that this was real, this was great, and despite the hurt, we should be together, we should be together. No, sometimes our mind can play tricks on us. I want you to definitely trust your gut. Trust your gut. We have more than one soulmate. We do. 9 of Swords. It just won't stop with how hurt you've been. Perspective and self-empowerment. As you, because I know you will, I can feel it. Especially a Gemini, you're going to want to communicate in a very intellectual, balanced way, but you're going to want to communicate. And you're coming off very hurt and prickly and like a porcupine. Rightly so. But understand, if you give this a little perspective, as I mentioned, getting out of your head and into that inner knowing, true transformation will transpire in the form of self-empowerment. And then you will lead the discussion and you will lead any path to recovery with this person or with yourself, okay? And we're going to pull one more on that. 9 of Pentacles. The spider. You guys, Gemini, you're like, you gave me the spider and a snake. But do you know the beauty of this spider? This is self-empowerment. This is you continuing to recover, continuing to restore, continuing to build the most beautiful, abundant security around you, no matter who comes and knocks it down. Have you seen how quickly a spider spins silk? How gorgeous. So that's a lot of 9s, 10s, and then the ace. And I'm actually going to look at one more. 7 of crystals. So you will have a lot of options. 7 of pentacles. And when you put this work in with the self-empowerment, the health, the wealth of everything you're asking me about, dear Geminis, is going to get better. I want you to understand that 7s are about dreams and discovery and getting the options and results. And this comes from the self-empowerment, that transformation, the knowing of your boundaries, but opening up because there are new beginnings. And you're going to have some very wise, intellectual ideas about these beginnings. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Remember to work through how the hurt and the sadness. That was evident. So work through that and let the recovery and the transformation begin. Okay, Gemini, we're moving on to Cancer now. Hello, Cancerians. Welcome in. Think about... Oh, by the way, hi, I'm Elizabeth. True to It Connections. Why true to it? True to it. Because I'm true to it, true to soul. I'm true to the connections. I am true to everything about energy and all that good stuff. I am Also, Truett is an ancestral family name, and Truett is one of my spiritual guides. So there you go. So Cancer, what are they thinking? I'm shuffling, clearing some energy. There will be timestamps. Thank you for watching this live or replay. When you catch it, do understand these are general readings, but I hope you resonate. This flipped out, Cancer. I want to reach out, but I chickened out. So, are some of you wanting to reach out to someone? Are you hoping they'll reach out to you? Do you just kind of know that they want to? Or did you have a fight and now you don't know what they're really going to do? You know, it could be you or them, but I would say that, well, let's see. Well, I'm taking the kids and leaving. This is turning into quite a drama, Cancerian. You guys do be sure to check your sun, moon, and rising. And if you need help with that, we can talk. I think you missed an opportunity to talk, and now you're just like, that's it. One or the other. So here again, communication is key. Is this how you want to start? This is not a good start to co-parenting or whatever you're doing. It seems drastic, frantic, fearful. And if you are in a toxic relationship and you're this scared, then seek out assistance, seek out some help, do things accordingly, because you just can't take the kids, okay? There's got to be a lot of discussion there. But if you're chicken, if you're fearful, please seek out interest. And something is definitely changing. I lost interest in you. We lead separate lives. So this is a situation you really need to talk about, Cancers. And if this is your decision, you know, no judgment. Just have a plan, A, B, and C. And try to do what's best for everyone. All right? So let's pull some cards for you. I think, Cancer, we should go with Lindsay Knight's Past Life Oracle deck and see what's going on there. That flew out. I'll pull a few for Cancers. Oh, yeah, you're really wearing a lot of armor. So this is something that can be worked on, and I understand that you may be in something quite toxic. That's a 50, which is a 5, which is a very much about conflict, chaos, and change. So there's definitely some sort of separation here, and it involves children. And then we have 36 is 9. I'm going to look at Lindsay's meanings about this, but this is another couple. You know, it may have felt very, very awesome at one point to be together. You probably really charged each other up, and they're holding hands. Quite an interesting feel, but at some point I feel it became too electric, too confining, too controlling, and you're feeling the need to have some independence. There are people leading separate lives here. So let's look at those meanings real quick beyond what I told you. 50, this card of armor. guarded, shielded, reactive, underdeveloped emotionally, easily triggered anger. This is a past life soldier too, where you may have a lifetime of anger in you, which makes it hard to get to that point of communication. I think, really, when you're that angry, you're defensive and resistant. Trust issues, vulnerability issues. I can't talk today. And I want to intuitively say, don't be codependent. Don't feel like you have to have this person. It's bounding. It's restrictive. You feel betrayed, isolated. You yourself may be difficult to reach. One or the other in this situation, there is a reason they can't talk. They're afraid to communicate with each other. There's stubbornness and control issues. People who retreat when they're wounded. I'm taking the kids and leaving. Bam. That's what we got. Cancers, don't do that. Intimacy issues and can be critical and unforgiving. So there's a definite energy of, I've lost interest. We're not connecting. I'm taking the kids. I know I should talk about it, but I'm all wound up, bound up, and armored. 36. The identity. This is about yourself. When you drop the armor and get to yourself, the self-empowerment, the self-worthiness, the self-love, address the intimacy issues. This is about sexuality. And Cancerians, if you're single like me, it's about understanding both the divine feminine and male within you. It is the twin flame within you. That's what a twin flame really is. It's you healing your twin, your double. You have a higher consciousness. It's your double. That's your twin. It's different than a soulmate. Okay, Cancers? And with this, also, 36, deep curiosity about your personal drive, your soul path. You may have anxiety issues. You chickened out about the conversation. You're not in the moment. You're thinking ahead. And instead of tackling these problems face on, you don't want to talk and you want to run away. You need to balance that energy. And you may be sensitive to all the judgment you're under at this time. So pay attention to that. Now let's go to 3. This beautiful bald eagle. And 3s are about communicating, being cooperative, being creative. If you're going to take the kids and run and do all this, you're going to need plan A, B, and C. As I told you, Cancers. So that'll be in the beginning. This is the eagle. You're an old soul, insightful, intuitive, a visionary, a powerful leader. So this is something you can take on. You can face these difficulties in a balanced way. But there is a fear of power. But you are very brilliant, intelligent, and quite the seer. You're going to see the big picture of this. Before you run, you will take that big vantage point. And that will help you plan. That will help you communicate. You are very proud and protective, but you will withdraw when injured. And I believe you feel injured right now. So focus. Don't be controlling or confrontational. have respect issues. Understand that. Understand dominance and arrogance issues, whichever side they may be on. And so before you absolutely throw on all this armor and stomp out of that situation, give it the big picture. Bring creativity and communication and the ability to let things flow. And that will also benefit your children, because those of you listening and paying attention that resonate with this is about separating, and that will involve the children. So I need you to take a good look at that. All right. Thank you. And love you guys. Love you. All right. Now we are on to Leo. Hi, Leos. I'm Elizabeth, True to It Connections. Thank you for being here. True to It. Truitt is an ancestral family name. And that's why I call it True to It, because I am true to it and the connections and our energy. So let's go. Leo, what are they thinking about? What are you thinking about? What do you need to know? What are your questions? Let me interject here as I'm 40 minutes into this live. I do offer private readings. There'll be a link, and it is through Soulful Revolution's website. Super proud of that. So you guys, any of you listening, be bopping around through the time stamps I'm going to leave. Please know there'll be a link about it. Wow. All right, Leo. I missed my chance to be with you. You're probably wallowing in this energy because someone found someone else, and you're like, oh my goodness, I thought that was my person. I've waited. I've done all the right things. I thought that was my person. What do you mean I missed the chance? What do you mean you found someone else? And it's causing you a lot of loss and grief. But this is the thing. Here's you kind of projecting, this is the one. This is great. Here's the other person. And you don't know exactly, you feel the vibe, and there's no fault in that. But thoughts are different. And in the middle is the gap. And you can't control that no matter how hard you try. You can comment at it, but you can't control the gap. So we've got to work through this lost opportunity that you feel. And let's see what's going on for you, Leo. What's going to really help you? Let's go to White Sage Tarot. I love this. It's tarot cards. And they also represent the chakras that are involved that we need to deal with. Because as you work through grief and loss, it never really goes away. This is a chance you missed. You're feeling swamped by missed opportunities, and when will yours come in? I think, Leo, that's what you're asking me. Why is everybody finding their person and I'm not, and when will I? Okay? And how do I get through the grief? So let's take a look. What is going on underneath? They found someone else, There's 3 people there, 3 parties. And they didn't talk about it. They may have been in a third-party situation the whole time. So did you miss the chance, or was the chance ever even really there? You're definitely having to give it some perspective. Pentacles are earth. This Hanged Man is why am I skipping, Pisces. Energy, Leo, have you been dealing with the Pisces? Are you just in that energy of like, okay, I still have to figure out how to navigate being this independent person because this person didn't work out and it's driving you crazy. But I want to remind you, this is a 3-2, 3 of Pentacles. 12 becomes 3. That is all about communication, cooperation, creativity. So as you work through what you consider to be loss and grief, I don't think it was even a true start. But as you work through that, I want you to come out the other end as a butterfly. Get out there and be a social butterfly. Don't be such an independent person. Well, such a loner, okay? We can be alone and independent, but don't put up these boundaries that keep you from flourishing into a butterfly and letting new opportunities come in. Ace of Wands. Passion, creativity. It's coming. Let the butterfly out. 8 of Swords. You know, if you don't, you'll continue to be 2 things. You'll continue this loner mentality, and you'll also continue to block the communication. That blue ribbon there indicates your throat chakra. Now I'm going to pull one more because this Ace of Wands is a new passionate beginning, and I want to see what it's about. It does bring in a more balanced feeling. I think within yourself, you're feeling the passion. You're feeling the motivation in your heart. This pink ribbon is the heart chakra, Leo. And you are a fire sign. So ignite your passion to move you out of a grief loss cycle. And then you're going to feel way more balanced in your sacral chakra, okay, in your gut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let me pull a couple more cards to clarify this off the top. This 4 of Pentacles. Let's talk about timing. Oh yeah, see? Oh wow. The Ace of Wands is fast, so you're going to feel better after this full moon in Gemini, Leo. You're going to get that spark, okay? And then you're going to get Page of Pentacles. This is about being more grounded. Someone coming in also that's wise. An old soul. Very intuitive and very giving. Very giving. And then look, you also have the Ace of Pentacles. And this is, again, earth energy, and it is very grounding. It is a little bit slower energy, but it is your heart healing. That pink ribbon, again, is about your heart. These are new beginnings. So in comes the message. See, you're blossoming out of that situation that you were stuck in because it just wasn't meant to be. But something very beautiful is coming in, Leo, that's going to make you feel grounded and passionate and really, really ready to open your heart. Okay? So we really go from, oh my God, I missed a chance to be with this person who just already moved on. I'm going to be alone forever. No, bam. You're going to get to feeling better, and you're going to get attention, and you're going to feel your heart warm up. Yay. Thank you, Leo. I hope that helps. It's going to work out. It's going to change and be really cool. All right. So Leo, we're so grateful you were here. I'm on to Virgo, right? Yes, Leo, Virgo. That's funny. I guess I'm going to... The Strength card came out. That's for all of us, okay? All right. Okay, so Virgo, what are they thinking? How are you all doing? Let's see where you are. What situation are you in? What are you thinking? What are they thinking? This could be about love, work, friends, a new relationship, an old one. You could be separated, in union. And also, hi, I'm Elizabeth. Hey, Virgo. Please just understand what resonates and what doesn't. Leave behind. I do have timestamps. It's a good idea to look at your sun, moon, and rising and understand that we're all a mix of signs and zodiacs. So you'll get different messages about what you're asking. Okay, this is very complicated. Virgo, if you're in a complicated situation with children, this may pertain to you. I love you, but not your children. So I want you to think about that. Can you be in a relationship, or are you that person too? But regardless, you have to love the whole package. I will never love them the way I love you. Are you feeling a little third-party energy going on here? Very complicated third-party energy. And kids getting scrambled up in the middle. Let me pull one more. And I am lying. This person is either lying to you that they love you, but they're in a situation. This person could be lying about how they feel about your kids. This person could be lying about a lot of things. Or you could be lying to yourself that this person can come around to you. So that's pretty intense, Virgo. Let's pull some cards for you about this. This also feels like unrequited love. So I want to share that with you. And it makes me think to use Lindsay Knight's Past Life Oracle deck. And let's see what comes out about this situation, because I don't want you to be, oh, that just had to come out. All right, we've got 9, 38, which is 11. I don't want you to be caught up in all this energy where either you, the kids, or all of the above aren't treated super well. Wow. Well, we're going to dive into this, but there is, like, about the kids here. And those of you watching me, Virgo, you are so creative. Like, your mind is just so full of bright, sunshiny, wonderful things that I think you can sometimes project how much you love someone, and it just is like so enveloping that they almost want to give up everybody they loved and their children for you because they love you that much. But is that the right thing to do? You know, so let's look at what Lindsay has to say about some of this. Past Life Oracle deck, the muse, inspiration, creativity, passion. You're an alchemist, a poet, some of you. Very detail-oriented too, even though you're super creative, emotional. a visionary. You see the beauty in everything. So even when somebody's lying to you, see the love that, I mean, I will never love them the way I love you. This person loves you, but they're lying about things in their situation. And it is causing heightened senses in you. So pay attention, my dear Virgo, to this. You are sensitive and charismatic, and you crave attention. You almost demand it, sometimes feel entitled to it. So you could push things to a limit where it may not work out because you want that love so much and you feel it, but they're not in a situation they can give it. Or maybe that's you, okay? Spontaneous comes to mind here. Reactive absorption issues, stubborn, enchanting, and mysterious. There's a very mysterious situation here. The love is deep, but you can't love someone and not love their children. It just doesn't work that way. 38 becomes 11. 11 is a master number, but if you break it down to the energy of 2, low vibe, kind of, yeah, it's about 2 people. It's about decisions being made. It's about even twin flames, and those usually go down in a burning ball of fire. You may feel like you're a twin flame to this person. Perhaps you had a soul connection at some point in this universe, but I strongly feel they're in a situation now where you can't control the gap. You're here with your kids or vice versa. They're here probably with someone else, and there's a gap, and you cannot control that gap. This card is, what I say, 38. According to Lindsay Knight, who created these, and I just absolutely love her, the spin. You're spinning, you're spinning. There's a sense of urgency because this is, you just can't believe it. You just can't believe that there's all this love, but it's not meant wholly and solely for you. Panic attacks. Really wanting that attention. You may not be able to eat, sleep, even sit down. Your emotions are wonky because you've been lied to, but you feel the love. It's like a back and forth and back and forth. And how can you love me but not my kids? And or how do I love them and accept all those kids? You know, it can work all different ways. And there's security issues and a tendency to manifest chaos. Are you going after unavailable people and creating chaos because in a past life, childhood, maybe even when you were in the womb of your mom, there was nothing you knew more than chaos? And we tend to get stuck in that. There's a sense of denial here. Addictive issues. I want you to recognize the patterns in you or the person that we're talking about. Addicts often lie. They often lie, and for a million reasons, addicts will be willing to love you, but they can't accept all of it because it's too much. And, you know, often they don't love themselves. And this is a discussion. It's a toxic energy when you have addictions. And I want you to really, as a Virgo, think about it, get detail-oriented like you do, and understand what you feel in your gut and trust it. Okay? And avoidance issues. Do not avoid this situation anymore. Do not avoid it. You need to move on from it. Let's look at these little baby feet. For some of you, To me, it reminds me of losing a baby. So if that just strikes you, triggers you, gives you goosebumps, I completely understand. But let's see also what 58 is about. That's 13. That becomes 4. 4s are a little bit more of being balanced, creating a foundation, a true foundation. So let's see what's going on here according to Lindsay. Thank you, Virgos, for being here. I hope next time you'll come into my live. Also, you guys, I should let you know that when you come into my live, you tell me numbers, you pick the cards, and the story unfolds. So cool. The severing. This is called the severing. And that's going to have different meanings for different people watching, for different Virgos watching. The severing. Let me see. It talks about, being severed from your mother at the umbilical cord. So you do have to think about where this all began for you or the other person. Where did the addictions begin? Did they even begin before this person was fully into this world? Deep, deep questions. Some of us have never recovered from the trauma of loss, and that can lead to addictions and to the lying that I pick up for my Virgos. And I'm going to have to go soon. We cling to the people we love. We fear people are going to throw us away. We never feel safe, ever. But this is simply a conversation our fear has with our heart. There is liberation too. You are ready to be the independent spirit the universe had planned for you. Okay, Virgo? You can heal this. All right, so let me move on and do one more before I will have to end this live and pick up back where we left off. So Virgo, thank you for being here. I'm now going to read for my Libra friends. Hey, I'm Elizabeth. This is True to It Connections. True to It. Truitt is an ancestral family name. And I'm true to it and to energetic connections. So thanks for being here, Libra. And thank you guys for catching this replay. I will finish the signs Sag through Pisces in just a hot minute. Okay, Libra, I'm happy with my new life. Came out. Let's pick a couple and we'll dive in. See what's going on. Third party energy at play. Let me pull one more for you. Okay, so Libra, did someone come in, a third party, either side, and mess things up and they're acting all happy about it? I feel loved, protected, and safe. Okay, I'm happy with my new life. I feel loved, protected, and safe, and there's a third-party energy at play. I think this is a new separation that led to a lot of grief on one side and somebody like wahoo on the other side. But how long-lasting is that? What is that about? For some of you, Libras, you could have been in a very toxic situation and somebody came in and rescued you and made you feel safe and made you feel protected. So third-party energy is not always a bad thing, is it? No, 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 no. No, 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 not at all. All right, so let's pull. Let's see what happened. Let's look at Lightseer's Tarot, which I had already shuffled, and right off the bottom, Two of Cups. You are happy with this new situation. It is really, really healing and balancing you. It was a choice you had to make, but you do feel more protected and safe. Judgment. This is Libra energy, right? Why am I forgetting? Scorpio energy. Which actually, you know, this may relate, but you had to do a deep dive into your emotions. And do you see how you're swimming towards the light? This person, it was divinely guided to liberate you in this way. And I do want you to understand too, 2 of Cups and 20 becomes 2. No more are we 3. 7 of Swords is confirmation that someone was lying, that you were tricked, it was toxic, and you're moving away from that. That is not what you wanted. And from this is the strength where you do feel protected, loved, and safe. Look at the lion and then the gentle lamb. And it could be the feeling you get from being together. 8, strength. And 8 is an infinite type of number too. Leo energy, it's significant. And you can see the infinity sign on our arm and the heart in the middle. And the new beginning. This is all the energy underneath Libra. So whatever happened that was really off, this person has come in and done a lot to help you. All right, Libra, that's the underneath energy. I'm going to look at what's coming up next. Oh my gosh. King of Wands coming in, Libra. Gender fluid, but strong look, but sweet, just like the Strength card. The lion back there. The fire energy. And the Ace of Cups. The acceptance of this love and security, and no more of feeling afraid. It's really sweet. There's a lot of love there. Thank you, Libra, for checking this out. All right, guys, I'm going to catch you on the next round, and we will go from Scorpio through Pisces. And I will put timestamps for you guys. Thank you all again for being here. Do check out the link in my bio. It'll lead you to more information about me, as well as ways to book a private reading. Thank you. I love you guys.